Us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Giants. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run with Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Darnold. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Jones now to throw on third down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. We're scoreless after one. Darnold on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And Marshall's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Out to his left. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by D.J. Moore. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on to PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
First down, Giants.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A quick throw down complete to Ross. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones got a man. It's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Again, Darnold. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Jones on third down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Jones throw here taken in by Ingram.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL
on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Giants 14, Panthers 10. Graham Gano to kick off 4-0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Azeez Ojulari
Leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Open man is Ross, complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Here's Barkley, and he will take it on in down for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away. But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback. But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross there to make the grab.
And the Giants tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away